Attention, passionate Philadelphia fans. Breaking news coming in. Something huge is happening in the NFC East, and it could completely change the course of the game. We're talking about a direct impact on the Philadelphia Eagles' path toward another Super Bowl run. A power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. And you're hearing this here first. Before we dive into the details, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel and help strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're part of this family. Let's hit that 3,000 subscriber mark together. Share this news with your friends and with other Eagles fans. Now, let's get to the information. Eagles Nation, brace yourselves, because this is the kind of bomb that shakes the locker room, the fan base, and especially the pride of anyone who wears midnight green. Among all the explanations for the team's drastic drop in production, an analyst has now decided to point the finger at one single name, A.J. Brown. That's right. The $96 million guy, the star, the player who was supposed to be the offensive anchor, is now being treated as the face of the problem. And this is where things start getting ugly. Because we're not just talking about bad numbers or subpar games. We're talking about people out there claiming AJ's behavior, body language, on-field decisions, and even backstage attitude are poisoning the environment. According to this narrative, the offense has lost its identity, and part of that is falling right into his lap. And fans are starting to ask, is there truth to this, or is it just a hunt for a scapegoat? The Eagles suffered their third straight loss, this time 22-19 to the Los Angeles Chargers in overtime. Despite still having a solid lead in the conference standings, quarterback Jalen Hurts' performance is under heavy scrutiny. Is A.J. Brown a bigger problem for the Eagles than Jalen Hurts? Despite the Eagles being 8-5, they faced plenty of controversy this season. A.J. Brown's lack of involvement early in the year became a distraction, even though he has been more active in recent games. Broussard has a point. 2 of Hurts' interceptions were thrown in Brown's direction. The first pass was picked by Deshaun Hand after Hurts failed to see the defensive lineman dropping into coverage. The ball went straight into his hands. But the second interception is even more alarming. Brown went to make the catch over the middle and immediately dropped his hands to brace for a hit from linebacker Denzel Perryman, who was closing in fast. The catch was never completed, the ball was tipped, and cornerback Cam Hart finished the play. It's undeniable that after a fantastic season that ended with a Super Bowl ring, Hurts' performance has fallen off a cliff. He currently has a 77.0 score in PFSN's quarterback impact metric, a C+ grade. Brown, meanwhile, signed a 3-year, $96 million extension before the 2024 season, keeping him in Philadelphia through 2029. He carries a cap hit of $72.5 million next year, making it practically impossible for the Eagles to trade him. Regardless of who's to blame for the poor offensive output, the Eagles' lack of production with the ball is undeniable. They still have a good chance to win the division. However, the playoffs will be rough if they cannot find a way to move the ball consistently. But Fox Sports analyst Chris Broussard believes Brown's complaints are behind the Eagles' passing game issues. According to him, the Eagles don't have a Jalen Hurts problem, they have an A.J. Brown problem, claiming the team is forcing passes to the wide receiver. Broussard defends Hurts by saying, the guy took the team to 2 Super Bowls and was great in both. Then he doubles down, insisting Brown is the issue. You can say Jalen is forcing him the ball, but that's because of the pressure from A.J. Brown, with all his trash talk and constant complaining. Hurts completed just 52.5% of his passes, with 240 yards, no touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. He also added a 5th turnover on a fumble, capping off a disastrous week for the quarterback. But not everyone believes he's the root of the problem. And here's the scary part, the narrative is gaining momentum. When a team loses 3 straight, hunting for villains becomes a national pastime. But now the storyline has escalated. People are saying the pressure around AJ is starting to leak into the locker room. That players are unhappy with his attitude. That the offense is stalling because the focus has shifted to pleasing a star instead of moving the chains. That the atmosphere has soured. And you, fan, know exactly how this goes. One spark is enough to ignite a wildfire. The narrative grows legs. And then comes that uncomfortable question nobody wants to say out loud, but everyone is thinking, has the $96 million investment become a burden? Is the team being held hostage by a star who isn't delivering what he's being paid for? Is the offensive problem really about scheme, or about ego? And the recent history doesn't help. Sideline blow-ups, emotional outbursts, disappearing acts on the field, poorly run routes, production drops at critical moments. All of this becomes ammunition for anyone looking to point blame. And when a team is losing, nobody is safe. Not the quarterback, not the coach, and now not even the biggest target in the offense. The scenario unfolding is dangerous. A franchise trying to reclaim its rhythm while its biggest offensive star becomes a public target for criticism and speculation. That eats away at chemistry. It divides a locker room. It puts pressure on leaders. And yes, it opens the door for drastic decisions. From role changes to those conversations about the future that nobody wants to have. So here's the question for you, Birds fan. Are we just watching another rough stretch that will pass, like so many others, or are we witnessing the beginning of real tension between a star, the roster, and the coaching staff? Is this media exaggeration, or is there smoke where there's fire? Is the offense stuck because of play calling, or because the locker room isn't in sync anymore? One thing is certain, when the narrative turns against a star, he either answers on the field, or the pressure detonates the locker room. And with 3 straight losses, everything becomes explosive. A.J. Brown is at the center of the storm, and whether you like it or not, he'll have to prove on the field that he's not the problem. Because if this slump continues, those $96 million will turn into justification for big, very big, changes.